Welcome to another exciting episode. This is Jessica, your guide into the intriguing world of python breeding. Today, we find ourselves at the heart of America's largest python breeding factory, a place where the magic of nature and the marvels of science intertwine to create a spectacle that is as enchanting as it is educational. Now, you might be wondering, what secrets lie within these walls? How do these experts manage to raise millions of pythons, each one as healthy and as perfect for processing as the next? Well, that's exactly what we're here to uncover. But before we get into the nitty-gritty of breeding, let's take a moment to appreciate the sheer scale of operations here. This is not just a breeding factory. It's a testament to the incredible work that goes into ensuring the sustainability and viability of python populations, not just for processing, but also for the preservation of these magnificent creatures. At the helm of this colossal operation is our expert, a seasoned professional who's been in the field for over a decade. Through the years, he's witnessed firsthand the evolution of python breeding, from rudimentary methods to the cutting-edge practices of today. With his wealth of experience and deep understanding of the process, he's the perfect person to help us unravel the mysteries of python breeding. As we navigate through the maze of pens, each housing pythons at different stages of growth, you can't help but marvel at the complexity and precision that goes into this process. From selecting the right breeding pairs to ensuring optimal living conditions, every step is crucial and meticulously executed. So buckle up, folks. We're about to embark on an incredible journey, one that will take us behind the scenes of this massive operation and shed light on the secrets of python breeding. And who knows, by the end of it, you might find yourself as fascinated by this process as I am. Let's dive deep into the breeding process with our expert, who has been in this field for over a decade. So, what does it take to breed pythons at such a large scale? Well, it's an intricate process that requires a keen eye for detail, a profound understanding of python biology, and a whole lot of patience. Let's break it down. First, we have to select the breeding pairs. This might sound like a simple task, but it's not about picking any two pythons and hoping for the best. It's a calculated process that takes into account the genetic makeup of each python. Breeders look for specific traits such as size, color, and health, ensuring the offspring will be optimal for processing. But the work doesn't stop there. Once the breeding pairs are selected, it's all about creating the right environment. Imagine trying to create a 5-star hotel for pythons. That's essentially what breeders are doing. The temperature needs to be just right, not too hot, not too cold. The humidity levels need to be kept in check, and the lighting should mimic the natural day-night cycle. All these factors contribute to making the pythons comfortable and facilitating successful breeding. Now, let's talk about the importance of health and genetics. You see, just like in humans, the health and genetic makeup of pythons play a significant role in the breeding process. Breeders need to ensure that the pythons are in peak health before breeding. This involves regular health checks, a balanced diet, and proper exercise. Genetics, on the other hand, is all about preserving the best traits and eliminating any potential genetic disorders. It's a delicate balancing act that requires a deep understanding of python genetics and a lot of careful planning. As you can see, breeding pythons is not a task for the faint-hearted. It requires a deep understanding of the creatures, a lot of patience, and a commitment to ensuring the best possible conditions for the pythons. It's clear that there's a lot more to python breeding than meets the eye. Walk us through a typical day in the python breeding factory. Every day in the world of python breeding is a symphony of routines and surprises. Our day starts bright and early, with the first light of dawn. The breeders, armed with their checklists and equipment, begin their rounds. It's feeding time, and the pythons are eager for their breakfast. The menu? A nutritious blend of proteins and vitamins, specially designed to meet their dietary needs. But a breeder's job is not just about feeding, it's about observing, understanding, and caring for these magnificent creatures. Each python has its own unique behavior and temperament, and our breeders are trained to pick up on the slightest changes. They monitor the python's health, looking out for signs of stress or illness. Any concerns are promptly reported to our on-site veterinary team. The breeders also keep a close eye on the breeding pairs. Python breeding is a complex process, and the breeders must ensure that the pairs are compatible and comfortable. They monitor the python's behavior, looking for signs of bonding and readiness to mate. It's a delicate balance, requiring patience and a deep understanding of python behaviors. The afternoon is usually reserved for maintenance tasks, cleaning the enclosures, checking the temperature and humidity levels, making sure that the environments are perfect for the pythons. It's a meticulous task, but one that is crucial to the success of our breeding program. As the day winds down, there's one final round of checks. It's a chance to ensure that all is well before the night falls. The pythons are checked once more, their enclosures secured, and then it's lights out. A day in the life of a python breeder is anything but ordinary. It's a mix of routine tasks, careful observations, and a deep respect for these incredible creatures. It's fascinating to see the level of care and attention that goes into each and every python. What are some of the challenges you face in python breeding? Now, that's a question that requires us to delve deeper into the intricacies of this unique profession. One of the most pressing challenges in python breeding is maintaining the health of the breeding pairs. Pythons, like any other living beings, are susceptible to a variety of health issues. This includes respiratory diseases, mites, and even stress-related issues. These health conditions not only affect the well-being of the pythons, but can also lead to complications in the breeding process. Therefore, constant monitoring and timely intervention are essential to ensure the health of the breeding pairs. Another significant challenge relates to genetics. Breeding pythons is not as simple as pairing two snakes together. Breeders must pay close attention to the genetic makeup of the pythons to avoid inbreeding and to promote genetic diversity. This includes keeping detailed records of each python's lineage and carefully selecting breeding pairs. It's a meticulous process that requires a deep understanding of python genetics and a careful eye for detail. Dealing with unexpected situations is another part of the job. Pythons can sometimes surprise breeders with unexpected behavior or unforeseen health issues. These curveballs require breeders to think on their feet and adapt to the situation at hand. It's a job that demands patience, resilience, and a good dose of problem-solving skills. Lastly, the breeding environment itself can pose challenges. Pythons require specific conditions to thrive and reproduce. This includes the right temperature, humidity, and even the right amount of light. Any deviation from these conditions can affect the python's well-being and their ability to breed. Thus, maintaining the ideal environment is a constant task that requires diligence and a keen understanding of python needs. Despite these challenges, the rewards of python breeding are immense. From the joy of seeing a new batch of hatchlings to the satisfaction of knowing you're contributing to a sustainable industry, the hurdles of python breeding are worth the effort. And at the end of the day, it's the passion for these magnificent creatures that drives every successful python breeder. This has been an enlightening journey into the world of python breeding. We've delved into the intricate process, from the selection of the breeding pairs right through to the meticulous care given to ensure optimal living conditions. We've seen behind the scenes at America's largest python factory, and it's clear that python breeding is no small feat. It's an intricate ballet of nature and nurture, of science and instinct. The breeders' keen understanding of genetics and health, combined with their deep respect for these magnificent creatures, ensures the production of high-quality python meat. Each day in the life of a breeder is as unique as the pythons themselves. It's a profession that requires not just knowledge and skill, but an unwavering dedication and a deep love for these incredible creatures. It's a job that never sleeps, with challenges that are as rewarding as they are demanding. And speaking of challenges, we've seen firsthand the hurdles that come with python breeding, from ensuring the health and vitality of each and every python, to overcoming the natural and unpredictable hurdles that Mother Nature throws their way. It's a testament to the resilience and tenacity of these breeders, who work tirelessly to keep the cycle of life turning. But beyond the challenges, we've also seen the rewards. The wonder in the eyes of a breeder as a new python takes its first breath. The satisfaction of knowing that their hard work is contributing to a sustainable and ethical food source. So, as we wrap up this journey, let's take a moment to appreciate the incredible world of python breeding, an industry that is as fascinating as it is vital, a profession that is as challenging as it is rewarding, and a process that is as intricate as it is beautiful. Stay tuned as we continue our journey. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more.